morning. We are live. We are live. Let me know if you guys can hear me and see me. I forgot my little tripod out today, so we're doing a side shot now. So much better than this way. So we're gonna keep it sideways. Keep it sideways today. Oh no, I left my coffee. I left my coffee. Oh no, my coffee. It's broken. I left my coffee cup. Okay, now we have our coffee. All right. Now we're ready. Now we are ready. All right. Pull up chat here. All right, we got some great people. Jeffrey Watts, Jay Oliver, Main Tails, Furs and Fins, Jess. We got Rico Stan in here, the Guppy Ranch. Good to see everybody. Good morning to you. Got my coffee now. Whew. False alarm. Scary moment. Scary moment. Oh, artistically me. Good to see you. Glad you could make it in 2 weeks in a row. That's awesome. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Got some cool stuff in shot. A lot of stuff sold from that last unboxing video we just did. So there's still some of the bigger cool Plecos though. Like, look at this guy. Oh, that's kind of a... Let me turn him around. Show you guys this Mama Jamma. Look at him. Isn't he pretty? L600. Look at that guy. My dad ended up buying all the Archers. How cool is that? He wanted those for his tank that I got him. He is new. Yep, we just got him last, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday, possibly. But he is a beautiful fish. Usually you see the L600s at about 3-4 inch, but this guy is, I think, 12-14 inches, if not a little bit bigger than that. But he is a stunner. Sorry, Rico, I won't show you any more. Rico. I promise I won't show you any more Plecos that you want. Good morning, Vinoski's Tanks. Good to see you. Won't show you any more Plecos, okay? I promise. No more Plecos. I'm not going to show you any Plecos. No Plecos. No Plecos. None in here. Not in our store. No Plecos in our store. None of those. None of those. We don't have any of those. Oh, check this one out. Yeah, we don't have any Plecos at all. Whole store. We don't like them here. We don't like the Plecos, Rico. I'm just messing with you, bud. All right, saying some good mornings to some more people. All right, we got the Guppy Ranch. Love the red tips on him. Yeah, the 3 beacon or the Triactus. Really pretty one. Yeah, no Plecos. None at all. Yeah, no Luteus phase 2s. None of those. Oh wait, actually, I don't think we have even more Plecos. I think that might be it for no. Yeah, we have no Plecos at all. We have nothing. Nothing in the Pleco family. Yeah, nothing. Nothing, nothing. No Plecos. No Plecos. I'm just messing with you, Rico. Yeah, we got some really nice ones in here. Nice Plecos in shop. All right, Jimmy P, good to see you. Glad you could make it in as well. I once had a small Pleco, but it killed my whole tank, so I'm scared by them. If it was like a Triactis, or not a Triactis, a Trinidad, which is just a common Pleco, they can potentially suck on the slime coat of fish. So there's some smaller ones that are a little bit more peaceful that you can go with that'll help out. Like bristlenose are a good one. They stay about 4 or 5 inches. They're really cheap usually. But then there's like the leopard frogs and the zebras and stuff like these guys. These are the leopard frogs right here. And get no reflection. There we go. Those are leopard frogs. They only get about 3-4 inches well. And then like the 333s, if I still have any. I don't think I do. I think they're all sold. All sold. And then there's like the zebra plecos as well. Dragon Lair, good to see you. Yeah, it's been a long time since you've been in. Good to see you. Yellowstone, good morning. The fish dealer, aka Lewis, might as well only carry plecos. That's true. We do carry quite a lot. That's Lewis's thing. Take it to the swap. Dang. Scott's Aquatics, I want more plecos. I agree, 100%. Yeah, we got some good ones. Jim, good to see you. Glad you could make it in as well. Undertaker Calloway, good morning. We got all sorts of people hanging out. It wasn't that it hurt my fish, it carried some kind of disease. Oh, dang. That's even worse. Lots of great ones in the shop. But yeah, let me show you guys this little baby ray we got in. This is a albino black diamond. Really cute little lady. Cute little thing. She's all black because of the sand. And then we got this big girl over here too. Got some cool stuff in shop. Yeah, you don't want sick fish. It's never a good thing. No sick fish. I'm usually working, Peter. Missed lots of Sunday streams here lately. It happens, man. It does. I thought that was a tortilla in the water. No, we put pancakes in our water here, Rico. It's a Utah thing. It's pancakes. Freshwater pancakes. General question, are plecos a bit pricey because of the growth rate or something else? So it can be based on, so like the L600, this guy is a little bit more pricey because that's about 6 years of growth on that guy. So he is an old fish. You don't usually see him that large. That's his max size right here. So yeah, usually it's that, or it can be, something like with the zebras. Since they're all tank raised, they're a little bit harder to get because they're almost extinct in the wild. And then the leopard frogs, these are all tank raised as well. Super nice, but they are a little bit longer growth time. The L368s, these are really a rare one. They get about 14 inch. So those are a little bit more pricey. And then like when you get over to like the Luteus Pleco, these guys are extremely rare. There's only one person in the world that collects these out of the wild. So that's why they are the price that they are. It's just because they are one of a kind. Super, super pretty fish. Super pretty. Color Guppies, good morning. Good to see you. Maybe I should start putting freshwater pancakes in my tank. Heck yeah. Freshwater pancake. Hashtag freshwater pancake. Yeah, so like that was just said here too, they don't have big spawns either. Yeah, some of the smaller species don't have big spawns, and usually if they do, it's more males than females. So there's not a whole lot of breeding opportunity out of a lot of these either. So that's why they do get a little bit more pricey on some of them. Got a lot of awesome people hanging out with us this morning. Little Ray, we caught one of those at the beach once when we were fishing. It was huge. Yeah, you probably caught a skate. Those guys are not fun. I would caught a couple of those in Alaska when we were halibut fishing too. Those guys are not fun to reel up. Not fun to reel up at all. Leo, good to see you. Glad you could make it in, bud. Yeah, look how pretty phase 2 is. So with the luteus, they come in a couple different colors, or phases as they're called. So there's phase 1, which is that black body color with the dots throughout the whole thing, fins and everything. Phase 2 has these gold tail and some gold on the fins and stuff like that. And then phase 3 we've had in shot before too, and those are solid gold. So that yellow in that fin is going to go throughout their whole body. Leo, I believe we've got quite a few of those long fins left. They should be on the site as well, but we do have a bunch left. So those are local raised. Got a really awesome breeder here that breeds those for us. Thanks, Rico. I appreciate the link up in there for me. I remember you recommending almond leaves for my Betta, but I can't find any good ones. Is there a place you would recommend? For almond leaves, I think we've got a bunch coming in here pretty soon. And I think we sell them in like 5-packs for like $4.99 or something like that. So they're not too bad priced. If you wanted to, you could probably buy a bulk bag. You're just going to spend quite, a little bit more. But yeah, you can get them practically anywhere. I think there's like a botanical water solution too that you can get at most like fish stores too. So it's kind of one of those things that you can kind of look around. Your local fish store should have something. Even if they don't have like almond leaves, you can still do like a cholla wood or something like that. That'll always help. So yeah, there's a couple different things you could do. You definitely do. So this morning, Guppy Guru's Pleco professor. No, that is 100% Lewis, the fish dealer. He has taught me everything I know about the Plecos, so I give him all that credit. Is it almond leaves that help Betta's fins, right? Yes, it is. Yep. So almond leaves create a natural botanical in your water that acts as kind of an antiseptic. So it helps them, heal up a little bit, stay healthier, that kind of stuff. And they just live a lot longer with a little bit of a black water kind of setup. You can also use there's like cocoa pods. There's like other botanical supplements that you can get, little alder cones, all sorts of little things that make your water a black water setup. And black water is incredible for most fish. Most fish will enjoy black water. What temp do you keep them at? The longfin green dragons or these guys? These guys, I believe, are at 81 or 82. This whole tank is, but usually we keep most of our tanks around 80 degrees in here, 78 to 80 degrees, depending on the fish species. Some of the rams, discus, we keep in the warmer temperatures, just to keep them happy and healthy as well. Lots of awesome people hanging out. Yeah, and then this giant 18-inch arowana makes this 120 look really small. Look at that. Yeah, so the green dragons are at just 78 degrees. You can bump them up to like the 80 degree and they'll be totally fine. And they're all hard water. There's no RO in here. None of that stuff. Yeah, all Utah water here. We don't like to partake in the RO. Want to make it easy for everyone. These guys are going to be going to their new home here in another week. Super pretty fish. Kind of sad to see them go, but we've got some cool bettas in shop too. Also, artistically, if you get some like driftwood of some kind too, that'll give you some tannins in your water, and that'll also help with keeping your fish healthy. Dragonlar said it perfect. Almond leaves have a high amount of folic acid, which is an antiviral, fungal, and antibacterial. Other botanicals do too. Just almond leaves have that, and some other medicinal. There you go. That is the perfect way to say it. Danikin, good to see you. Glad you could make it in. Kenny. What's up, fish people? Yeah, so in most of our tanks, we've got leaves kind of hanging around just to keep everything a little bit healthier, a little bit happier. That's our big ranchoos up here. And this massive bristlenose. This guy's like 6 inches. He's huge. Big old boy. I think if no one takes these scarlet batis, I think I might steal one and put them in one of my little nano tanks. We got in a bunch of really pretty endlers from a local breeder yesterday. Like these blue stars. Japan blues. Genevieve, good morning. Good to see you. Glad you could make it in and hang out with us. Let's see what else we got that's cool. Sold a lot of stuff yesterday. We had a really busy day yesterday. Lots of awesome customers coming in, hanging out, learning all sorts of fun stuff about all the fish we have. We got some Burmese archer fish. Super pretty little archer. Not brackish, total fresh. Yeah, scarlet batis for $6. I'm getting ripped off. Yeah, it does happen, man. It does. Also, our shop, we usually price things a lot less than most others. So could be that, you're not getting ripped off. We just don't make the huge profit that the other shops normally do. I still have my frog. Smart guy last time he jumped in my face. Yeah, we don't do the crazy percent markup here. We pretty much just want to make sure everyone can have the fish they want for the price that we would pay, which is really nice. Is that Anubias in those tanks or some fallen pothos? This is a massive Anubias. Massive Anubias. It's got a little pollen flower back there too. Yeah, these guys are massive. We have a couple in the back too that we're saving. Lewis has a tank that he just set up that the Anubias back there is probably maybe a foot bigger than this one. It is huge. Got like our rummy nose, all doing great. We got the leaves in here too to help out with them. Great little fish. Let's see what else we got. It's cool. We got honeycomb bristlenose. These are super rare wild caught bristlenose. You can kind of see how their pattern is much bigger on these than your common bristlenose. They got large dots. And then once they get on like a white substrate and they get on a white background, they get a little bit of a red color to them. But absolutely beautiful bristlenose pleco. For sure. Got my jade goby back here. I might take this guy home. These guys are so cool. Such a fun fish. Got to clean the algae in that tank. Let's see what else we got that's cool. If you guys like your African cichlids, there's a Rudy Island. Look how pretty that guy is. Jimmy P. Rummy nose are my favorite schooling fish, yet I have none. Yeah, they're kind of hard, man. They're one of those fish that they either ship really well or they don't ship really well. It's kind of just a shot in the dark with most rummy nose. We got Bumblebee Oscars, rare wild type Oscar. What would be some neat betta fish tank mates? So with betta fish, depending on which one you've got. So if you've got the bigger fin guys, you can do a couple of other things. If you got the smaller fin, placotte style, then you have to kind of think a little bit more about it. So here's some more of those big Anubias chunks in here with some yellow labs and some Turkana jewels. Boom! Old marble chubby. So pretty. All right, let me show you kind of what we're talking. Get this light on my little nano tanks, and I can show you. Jay, good to see you. Lurking, but rummy nose are my faves around here. We have schools about 20 and a 55 with some gold barbs. Stunning tank. Yeah, that sounds incredible, Jay. For sure. Most common bristlenose are hybrids. The Florida breeders didn't discriminate. The difference localities when they first imported and mixed them in ponds, so they crossed. Yep. I have a large fin one, so cool. Yeah, if you have a half moon like this, just a bigger fin boy, I've got a couple really nice ones. So you can do a lot of stuff with these guys. You can do some smaller. You can do some guppies sometimes with the smaller fin guppies. You can even go with endlers. You want to kind of some tetras you'd be okay with. Some you wouldn't. Some will go after the fins on the bettas. So just kind of have to keep an eye on that. This betta's been doing great with a little baby guppy, and then a mystery snails in here too. So that's just a good little setup right there. Sometimes you can get away with like I said, the endlers. Some Cory cats would be a good one. So yeah, so some endlers like these guys. Get away with some of those. Get away with some Cory cats. You don't want to do too many big fish. You could do maybe some glow light Danios. They might get a little bit too big depending on your tank size. Sometimes you can get away with some white clouds, but they do like a little bit colder water. So that would kind of be an iffy one there. And then sometimes some plecos. If you have a big enough tank, like a 10-gallon or something, you can get a bristlenose in there, something like that, and you should be set. Yeah, these are two little tanks I set up. Yeah, 10-gallon, you could do a bristlenose in there. You can do some endlers, some smaller tetras. Just watch the fins, make sure nothing's getting eaten up. Endlers look neat. I didn't know I could put those with the betta. Yeah, they're pretty quick. So that's where, and then these guys with them being the half moon with the bigger fins, they're pretty slow. So they're not going to be able to get to them. Fordman, good to see you. Thank you. Yeah, I just set this one up yesterday. I just planted it all out and made it look nice. This one we're just got a sword and a piece of wood in, so nothing too fancy in that one. MBH, good to see you. I recently got a 30-gallon tank, but noticed it's leaking because of some huge bubbles in one of my seams. Do you think resealing would solve the issue, or could the tank be structurally unstable? If it's just bubbling on the sides, you can probably reseal that. You shouldn't have too big of an issue. With the smaller tanks, it's usually just a reseal that you can get away with, but reseal is not fun. Not fun to have a reseal. Can I sex the green dragons yet? The long fins, it's kind of hard to at their size. They about an inch and a half, 2 inch sometimes. So it's really hard to sex them at that size, but we can try our best. I have large bristlenose that look like the classic Suriname bristlenose, but I'm sure he is commercial bred one. He could be pure, just high proportion of those genes. Yeah, that's very true. Very, very true. Yeah, these we know. So if you guys ever are on Instagram and like to look up the rarest, coolest fish on earth, go follow Fugu Puff on Instagram. But he collected these, so we know that these are the real deal. The real deal wilds. So these guys are, see how red that guy is? Super pretty. My Betta is so fast it surprised me because the other ones were lazy. Yeah, sometimes they can be pretty quick. Tank mates can provide enrichment. Yes, they can. For sure. You can also do like little things like this is a little thing that I do. You can do a little laser pointer for your Betta. Let me see if get some kind of moving around and swimming. Or you can do little mirrors and stuff too. And we've got these guys with no divider in between them, so they flare at each other and stuff. So they're doing just fine in here. Doing just fine. And then let me show you these guys too. Got some other cool fish on this last import. So these are the Redfin Leperonis or Red-tailed Leperonis with the larger black lines that right there, and these guys. Super pretty. This would be a great tank to have. And then the wide bar silver dollars. Look how pretty that one is. Such a cool fish. Timothy Darling, good morning. Jim, by enrichment, do you mean something to chase down, kill, and eat? No. Enrichment is something that it kind of gives it just something else to do instead of just sitting there and looking at plants or whatever. It just kind of keeps them a little bit more active and healthy. But I wouldn't do any tank mates with a Betta like this, with the Pleco style. These guys are really quick, and they will take out all sorts of other fish. So I would stay away from tank mates with Plecots. The only kind of more wild type that I would go with if you wanted to do tank mates would be the alien Bettas. They tend to do a lot better with the tank mates, and they can be housed in pairs as well. Nice big black half moon. Some cool ones. Got a big black molly up here who was turned into us because he was being a butt to everybody. So we got him up here in our little misfit tank. Yeah, videos of Bettas playing with floating balls in their tanks. Yep, I've done that before too. It's hilarious to watch. Yeah, this guy is all black. 100% black Betta. He's a really pretty one. And then here's a black crown tail female in here. So we got some nice ones. Actually, it looks like so. We had this guy turned into us on a donation, surrender kind of situation. Looks like he's actually missing an eyeball. So it's an interesting thing there. We got this guy, Koi Galaxy Placot. This is the ones that I bred, something like this. Thanks. Just wondering, I'm a nanofish guy myself. Yeah, Jim. Yeah, if you wanted to do like more of a predatory fish and not go with a Betta though, I would definitely do like a scarlet batis or something like that. These guys are super cute. They stay really small, and they're stunners. Stunning fish. This is one of our dirtiest tanks, so pardon the mess in here, but we don't have any substrate or anything in this one, so it just looks really messy, but Artistically me, it does happen. Timothy, heck yeah, bud. I appreciate you, my man. Always coming in strong. And of course, you're a member as well. Love you. Supporting the channel. Largest tank in our shop, we have two 125s. So over here, well, this is a 90 tall. Then we got 125, 120, 125. Thank you again, Timothy. I appreciate you, my bud. But right here, I think we're actually going to take these two tanks down, and we're going to put another rack right here with another 220 gallons right there, just to fill in that extra space, because we need some more big tanks. We got some really crazy stuff coming in. Some crazy, crazy stuff. Crazy cool fish. These guys are so pretty. They're probably going to their new home in about another week to 2 weeks. I'm sure they will love it. Yeah, Rico, appreciate you saying thanks to Timothy as well. Appreciate you guys being members too. Means a lot. I put it down really low too, because I didn't want it to be something where you feel like you're paying too much. You know what I mean? I wanted it to be a good price for everyone. Now you can see these whiskers on these mustache Danios. Do you see the whiskers? There's the other one back there. But they've got little whiskers underneath them. How cute are those? Such a cool fish. Some honey gouramis. Yeah, and these are another pretty rare bristlenose right here. Got the white seam bristlenose chilling on the back. Big J, good to see you, my man. Glad you could come in. It's been a while since I've seen you. It's been quite a minute. Hope you are well. Oleg, I think is how you pronounce that. Loving the store, very clean and well kept. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. We've done a lot of redos in here. We still have a couple more things to do. Like I got a new tank. I got to fill that up and paint the back and everything. We'll have another one there. But yeah, everything is all the same now, all the way across the whole store almost. I built this rack the other day. Built that to hold those 320s. So I built it at the same height, so you can't even really tell that it's not part of this metal rack. It's just a 2x4 rack. So I built that. Got just our lights in here. Cool. I said it right. Awesome. Artistically me, I would totally visit the store, but I'm in Florida. Dang. Well, I'm actually planning on going to Orlando to go to Aquashella. So hopefully I will see a lot of you guys there. I'm working on seeing if I can get that done. Yeah, this is Zool bass. Super pretty bass. You can see that blue in his tail. Such a gorgeous fish. I don't know. Do we still have the Fogo bass up here? No Fogo bass up here, but oh yeah, there he is. There he is. Got a Fogo bass in shop. If you guys know what a Fogo bass is, pretty fish. Looking for Hasbrosis Corys. They're hard to find. I actually have about 40 of those coming in next week, Jim. Super easy for us to get. I love the Hasbrosis. We try to alternate weeks. So we do the standard Pygmy one week, and then we do the Hasbrosis the next week. It makes it kind of nice because then people get either one because they're both that Pygmy Cory cat. Taylor, good to see you. Good morning. Glad you could make it in. Yeah, we had a guy come in yesterday. He's like, "Hey, I've been looking for the Hasbrosis Corys," and I'm like, "Yeah, I've got him coming in next week." And he's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah." Yellowstone Aquatics. Can't wait to have you come in again too. We appreciate you always coming down. It's a drive for you, but it's really cool. Really cool to have you come down. It's quite the tank right there. So you got about $1,500 worth of fish in this tank. Well worth it. Flotillas Plecos are incredible. Jim, $10. Great, I'll take some. Awesome, bud. If you want to message me directly, you can either comment down below or you can Instagram message me or the shop. You can text us, whatever. We can see if we can put some on hold for you. Should be able to. I'm getting quite a bunch of them, so quite a bunch. Thank you guys for the super chats today. I appreciate that. And just for coming in and hanging out. Just enjoying looking at fish with us. Lewis is killing it lately with bringing in some of the rarest stuff on Earth, so getting some fun fish. Sometimes we just sit here and watch this kind of stuff, you know? Maybe if Lewis is still in chat, if he hasn't run to get his breakfast, and go show you guys his tank. Have to get his okay though. Don't want to do it without him saying yeah. Artistically me, I'm glad I could join. My profile is a bit out of place, but I'm definitely a fish enthusiast. Love that you're in here. Fish dealer breakfast. I'll leave. So I can show your tank? Is that a yes? Just staring at it? Well, you could keep staring at it. I can come show them. All right. This is Lewis's new tank here. Look at that thing. Let me know if you can pick out all of the fish species in this tank, because there's quite a few. Some awesome rare fish in here too. All right, let's go through and show you guys what we got in here. So we got a Bumblebee Oscar. Super nice little guy. A red Johanna pike cichlid right there. The Distichotis cecifiliatus. Never pronounced that correctly. Whole group of the Turkana jewel cichlids. Super cool ones. Pineapple Pleco. A Fogo bass. Got some angels. We think those are the Rio Orinoco, I think is what Lewis said that they are. I think there's a spiny monster. Yeah, there's a spiny monster in the back there too. Quite the setup. I think there's one other pike in here as well. He is doing a good job of hiding. Wherever he is. Ah, there he is. There he is. Oh, and there's a bumblebee cat too. Or not a bumblebee, it's a Marundo or something like that. Got a cool name to it. Yeah, this is the Xingu pike. Really pretty one. We got another one up front I can show you guys too because he's hiding out. But yeah, Lewis did this whole tank. Killed it. It's beautiful. Yellowstone, we have a Shiner's appointment in January for the little one, so we will see you in January. Heck yeah. That's awesome, man. Can't wait to see you guys again. A little Fogo bass. Super pretty. Ah, there's the pike coming out back there. Oh, and he's gone. Got Johanna hiding back in there. All the angels. Lots of cool fish. These Turkana jewels are actually really pretty. Got one already hanging out in this little cave. He might actually have some eggs in there. Might be protecting them. I'll have to check and see. Speaking of eggs, I'll show you guys my little project here. Got my black ram babies. Yeah, so there's the dad, there's the mom, and a ton of babies. So we got the Brian shrimp all growing up. S, good to see you. Glad you could make it in. All right, guys. I am actually going to have to go right now. We're going to have to open up the shop here in about 20 minutes. So I want to get some of the tanks cleaned off with some of the algae and stuff before we open up. So maybe some top offs as well. I appreciate you guys all stopping in and saying hello. Fordman, good to see you. Glad you can make it in as well. And then thank you, Jim and Timothy, for the super chats. Thank you guys all so much for coming in and just hanging out with us, looking at some fish, enjoying it, and go back over here. We can end on Lewis's tank here because it's beautiful. All right, everybody. Have a great day. And as always, be sure to spread that guppy love.